find. And I'm sure he will find that accommodating.
We will now then go our own special way. Now if you excuse me, I have a virus to cure.
I have a virus to purge. Near.
Meow.
Oh God, there's a cartoon that comes to mind that's basically starts off as meow, meow, meow.
Okay, so do you two go? Okay, so Devona goes back to her thing, and Conrad goes
No,
back to.
U2 is
It is.
dead.
Yeah.
U2 is dead by this time. It's the far future. Come on.
YouTube was
We
shot
have-
for heresy.
We have talked. It's been uneasy, but Conrad prefers being alive.
Okay, but you do realize who these people are, and
Yes.
that it's not just on the person you talk to's armor. Now that as you kind of were paying attention to as she was talking, you're looking over to the machines themselves. They also have sigils of chaos on them, as well as the armor on the barbarian warriors. They have the sigils of chaos. Either it is either Slanesh or the eight-pointed star of chaos, or something similar.
They probably
Yes.
also have it on their shield, so it's very plain to see.
Yes. I mean, you do
course,
realize
the,
these are, you know,
Anyways, as I return back to the group,
I take a poop. Sorry, that
Anyway.
rhymed. I had to say it.
as I return to the group, I take a poop.
He lets out that breath he didn't know he was holding.
Jeez.
Anyways, but I go to the one with the comlink, not the box cast.
basically
Long-range box
there's
caster.
there's a guy with a boxcaster who links into the Aquila lander, who basically is using his boxcaster to basically connecting that to Aquila lander's boxcaster and having that be connected to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much relaying this back to the ship about
Okay.
what we found is like, as I describe it, just pirates.
The thing is yes, as you quickly go on, as the signal goes through, you do get Culto Lioness on the phone. There is some delay, but that's to be expected due to atmospheric stuff.
Atmospheric stuff and warp fuckery. We all know.
Yes, scientific.
Yeah, it's all scientific. Some magic thrown in. Anyways, but I tell him of what we found, like what the ship was. It's pretty much a pirate that's like just a small pirate group that just uses the place as a hideout, and that, but from what they said, there's nothing really of value on this planet except currently there's apparently a plague, a very deadly plague.
And so Culto Lioness listens to this after he asked for a report, and he's also hit.
Oh, my little sister, I forgot I unmuted myself. My apologies.
Okay.
No.
And he reports that. So they say nothing. So they say nothing of interest is on here. Well, I have sent. This goes to the map. You know, on the map there's that part where there are ruins.
Yeah.
To the north. To like the northeastern corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
He says, I have sent another. Marcus has gone forth those ruins and detected some interesting Xeno ruins. That makes the planet worth something. And I would prefer if these pirates get off of it. Yeah, if there's a virus on board the planet, then the citizens can die for all I care. If there's Xeno artifacts to behold, I'd rather plunder those and leave this hellhole then.
A quick question. Would I have recognized that he was working for a rogue trader?
Well,
Oh,
you recognize it.
Most
yeah,
Wow,
you
what was that?
did. Okay.
most rogue
Okay.
traders do have their men with their house symbols on them, and if they're abhumans,
It's
oh,
5 o'clock.
Yes, I get it's 5 o'clock.
It is
so-
5 o'clock.
it's 5 o'clock, everybody. I guess it's time to go
Somewhere
play
in the
some
world, it is
trumpets.
5 o'clock.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock
So,
now, apparently somewhere. So we have to go drinking now.
Oh boy,
okay, everyone, get out a beer.
I can't drink beer, so I'm gonna drink my mead.
Okay,
Hey, guys.
Take my Mountain Dew.
Devona, do you have what's your lores? Do you have a common lore that would be similar to Rogue Trader?
Actually, that'd be common lore or scholastic lore, like a rogue trader.
I think there's a common lore Rogue Trader, at least.
No,
Pretty much,
just
it was just the famous rogue traders, pretty much.
I just have Imperial Navy and War.
Well, you could.
Hey guys.
Roll
You
that.
could actually do roll Imperial Navy.
Oh god.
Wait, who is talking? Who said, "Hey guys"?
It was me. I have to leave. I was gonna try to put the speakers on so I could listen, but the
You have to
speakers
leave
don't
the
work. I
go.
can't hear anything.
Okay, you
Okay.
have to leave the chop trees down, whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
See ya,
So
man.
if you're going Christmas tree hunting, bring a shotgun
Okay.
Okay.
Ouch.
Be safe.
and watch your feet.
Yeah.
Thing is-
Apparently.
Okay. So you're okay. So Daniel's leaving, but don't
Yeah,
worry.
sorry. It's just a busy week for me. I'll be more.
No, it's Christmas week. We all understand.
Yeah. So I don't recognize the symbol, but I
You-
obviously recognize
you-
the Godsmen.
You
Later.
weren't told a name. You weren't told, and also you are seeing it from a distance. And even though you do see the symbols on, Conrad's armor, you don't really the problem is that rogue traders are generally really independent, and there's tons of them. Tons of rogue traders all
There's
around.
pounds upon
the-
pounds upon pounds.
Well, I was just
Yeah,
wondering,
there
did
are
I
tons
know
of-
that? Did I know if it? Who's that? What's the origin of this group? Is it a rogue trader? Is it an Imperial
Well,
Navy?
you were told it was a rogue trader. You were told, but Conrad told you he works for a rogue trader.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you know it's a rogue trader. You don't exactly know which one, partially because one, there's too many. There's a ton. Like,
Yeah.
you probably a book about every single rogue trader.
It would never end.
Yes. And you're not entirely sure. Obviously, rogue traders are very active in this part of the galaxy, which is the Coronos Expanse.
Yeah.
Which is this planet technically is on the, not really charted on the Coronos Expanse, but still basically on the edges of it.
So I'm gonna radio to Frown now, saying that I've gotten contact through my helmet, my Vox helmet.
Okay. Yeah, you basically have a similar thing where you call the Vox helmet, that calls to the ship's more powerful aspects, or no, more powerful Voxcaster, which sends it to Fronner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes that it's kind of that you bouncy. You basically
Yeah.
piggybacking
Bouncy,
air
bouncy.
Vox communication.
You're pinballing messages.
Yes.
So I've made
Okay,
contact with the group. They are
Oh,
So
They are a rogue trader group. The 3 ships seem to be belonging to him. That means the other crafts are going to investigate the land to see if it's profitable. I tried to deter him, saying the land is not profitable. But we might have a fight on our hands. No.
You
Everybody.
said it. It's not meow. It's meow.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, let's continue.
okay, so Fronner, how do you respond?
I'm sorry about that, gentlemen. I was having to talk to my little sister again.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine.
So, what's going on right now? Just run it by me real quick.
I was telling you that the 3 ships in orbit are belonging to an unknown rogue trader who is wanting the planet.
So, this guy's wanting the planet for his own use.
Yep, and I told you I was trying to deter him that the planet had no use, and that a plague was ravaging it. So
He's basically ignoring it.
she doesn't
You
know
don't
that.
know. You didn't talk to you.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
he's making an assumption about it because if he, because he's going by experience, he sees the worth in the planet as well. But
and Honor has dealt with rogue traders before.
right,
Probably, and most likely raiding and attacking their ships.
a couple of them, not enough to get enemy status, but maybe a couple of them hate his ass.
Ships are expensive. Attacking one of them would make enemy status already.
Maybe a little bit.
Yep. So I was reading you that information and also saying that the ship's aspects had picked up 2 other teams heading down south. One she was sure of was heading to Pure Hub City.
You're certain it's heading to Pure.
Yes, they were both heading south. One was on a course to what's that other city?
Okay, give me a sec. I gotta get over there on that map. Newburgh.
One was on the course to Newburgh. The other one was on a course to Pure Hub. I've been trying to get a hold of what's Clover's character?
What's your face?
And
Jazara.
Jazara, but I haven't been able to get into contact.
All right. That's the case. If that's the case, then we're just going to have to go ahead and put everything on hold.
Yes,
Because
sir.
if this guy doesn't want to leave peacefully, well, I believe it's about time for him to recognize who we are truly. Have the prow reconfigured to fly our true colors.
I pretty much know. I'm pretty sure he already knows who we are.
Well, he knows the fact that you're worshiper.
Well, I was talking more about us being pirates.
Well, no.
Well, he knows that you're pirates, but if you have the prow configured, they might be able to home that into yes, this is the coldest night, and because I'm pretty sure the Imperial Navy has a record.
I do have enemy Imperial Navy, so
They have a record about you.
Yeah, I'm kind of public enemy number 1, pretty much.
So yeah, but Conrad knows what they are. He just didn't tell his employer what they are really.
Wait, everybody else, we're yo ho.
Yeah,
Okay, so Conrad has not told his employer, Culto Leonis, that they're Chaos Worshippers. But the thing is, okay, we kind of did cut off that conversation with Culto Leonis. It's called, yes, basically, are you, wait, okay, before we cut off other conversations, is Fronner done with talking to Devon now? Are you two, Devon, relaying information?
Yeah, I'm done on my end. It's just a simple matter now of basically I'm prepping up for my impromptu leave, but I'm going to have the crew that's around remain on standby, pretty much. Basically, it's a simple matter of he's leaving a representation of his force behind.
Shall I have the shuttle pick you up, sir? No.
Yes, Devona. Have them immediately make a course to here.
I will let you know we'll have to be very careful on this adventure. Two of the ships outgun us heavily.
Oh, we have what they are?
Yes, they are.
You basically have, if you're okay, you're asking about the different ships. From what you've gotten from your Auspex scan, you have a obviously the Tempest class strike frigate. You have a sword class frigate, and the Raider is a Iconoclast destroyer. Which,
And I relayed those to you.
Grand. Not just woohoo, grand. Well, it looks like your murders. It looks like the capture troopers will get a lot more use this time.
Yes, they will. I'll be having the shuttle pick you up right away.
Yes. Frauner looks around and has a couple of his men basically get onto standby on the ship as he points to the more diplomatic one out of the bunch and he says, "You are going to represent me in the talks with this captain for having the gall to sick his men on us."
Just Cat reminds you to keep the Vox on so the shuttle can follow it to you.
wait, you do realize, okay. Are you basically sending the shuttle to Skull Cove and it will just, because you're saying he's going to Skull Cove, is it just gonna like land nearby and you guys just climb on board?
Yeah.
You can't really do that while you're on the water.
No, we're basically shuttle docks, shuttle lands on away from the pier, and then we load up
Probably
shuttle.
breaking the pier.
The thing is, I don't think Cat knows where Skull Cove is.
There is land. It's not just like wooded. There's land you can land on.
That's what I'm talking about.
You will probably impress the fuck out of all the pirates there.
Oh yeah, it's why he's still having a representation.
No, it's like one of the pirates is thinking like, I think he's overcompensating for something.
You don't want to anger him. What do you mean? I've heard rumors of him already. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what the axe is for.
Anyways. So, are we done?
Well, how would I even send a shuttle over there? I don't know where Skull Cove is at.
Well, I mean,
Wait, you like when Frauner got the map from the one pirate, you have kind of negotiated that information, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Frauner gives the coordinates where he's at thanks to his cartographer tool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which the cartographer is basically like basically has basically a map display.
I know
thing.
what it is. It's
Basically,
a
literally
GPS.
just, and since
I'll be right
he's a
back.
pirate, since these pirates want to be all realistic and that stuff, it actually is a little compass that has this 3D digital display thing of the planet appear, and it can zoom in and show the landscape and the different, and the exact coordinates for areas.
So he's going to give her the coordinates to Skull Cove, which she'll relay to the shuttle.
Yes. Okay.
Now she's going to hang up and look at the ship, and it's like, can the shuttle even get out with where we're parked?
You can get the shuttle out. It will take some trickiness on the pilot's part, but they will be able to get out. They will have to be careful about it, obviously. They can't just full thruster their way out. They will probably smash right into the wall.
Okay.
If you want that to be funny, then go ahead.
She's sadistic, but she's not the type that she wants to end up with the axe in her face.
Okay. So are you good? You two are done with your discussion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Eric, you are still, just because we kind of cut you off while Daniel was leaving. You are still talking to Culto Lyonis, who has told you that there are Xeno ruins to the north, and
The people be
uh,
damned.
there's Xeno ruins to the north, and that could be profitable. And he kind of wants these pirates to bugger off. And he's kind of just like, is there, do you, yeah, he's kind of wanting the pirates to bugger off. He's willing to negotiate with them, but you know from personal experience that Culto Lyonis is not a massive fan of chaos worshippers. Even though it does seem a little, what is it? How would you call it? Or Conrad? Eric?
What?
Okay, you're back?
Yep.
Okay, I think you were gone while I was attempting to talk.
Yeah. No, I said I'd be right back, and I was like, came back.
Ironic that he has a chaos worshipper on his ship.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, and it does seem a little hypocritical of him being so against the forces of chaos, considering the fact he deals with Xenos. In fact, his ship, the Nect, has Xenos technology on it in the form of the gravity sails and the micro defense laser grid thingy.
Oh, great.
So, okay, we just lost Jesse.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
we're losing everybody.
Not me. I'm still here.
Stop! Quickly, everybody, find your belts and put them on.
Okay.
we-
He said he'll be at his computer in 20 minutes. He said that a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, shall continue on. So, Eric. So yeah, you are, that's what you've been told by him. Even though you do realize it's kind of full of crap, and you do know that your employer does openly deal with Xenos.
Yes.
Well, not exactly openly, but because the Inquisition, no one expects the Inquisition would come along and be very mad, very no about that. But he has dealt with Xenos.
Yeah, he's dealt with. I know, personal experience. He's dealt with orcs before as well.
Yes,
so.
he's dealt with orcs. He's dealt with Eldar. He's dealt with the Strixus. He's dealt with Kroot.
Yeah, he's
In
dealt
fact,
with
for a while, he did hire some Kroot mercenaries on board because they are just so good fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they have some pretty disgusting tendencies, like eating the dead.
And there's still that orc mech in the engine bay.
No, it's not there.
Hi.
No one allowed the orc mech on board. All of a sudden, mech just detonates.
This ain't
No.
working right. Hit it with hammer.
No, it's like you let the orc mech on board, it starts losing power but gaining power at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So yeah, he is generally telling you to, since you told him, he is, just, find a way of having me come in contact with their captain, and I'll settle this.
yes, sir.
Okay, so then you hang up as well.
Yeah, pretty much. I hang up on him. It's like I pretty much hang up on him, jackass.
Yes, Jack. All of a sudden, you hopefully say that underneath your breath.
Pretty
You
much.
are surrounded by guys under his employ.
Yeah. And of course, I know they tolerate me, even though I'm a mutant.
Well, yeah, but then again, they're kind of similar to their captain, as in they've dealt with Xenos, and they're generally where Cult of Lyonis gets a lot of his troops from is generally from a lot of prison worlds and whatnot, and generally
Yeah.
these guys are like scum, or they're from football, and they're kind of just used to dealing with being on the edge of society.
Yeah.
Did you say
So
football?
they're all more or
Yes,
less
footfall.
they're more or less used to dealing with, well, abhumans and mutants and xenos than the typical Imperial citizens who would probably open fire.
Hey, what's that? I don't know, but keep shooting.
Yeah, because those closed-minded Imperial citizens who have, you know. So
Anyways,
that is,
And
yeah.
that's
So
why they're
you're
probably not allowed in the Imperial Palace. They see the Emperor, they probably would just shoot it. That ain't human!
Well, the custodians would quickly stop them with a few bolt rounds.
Yeah.
It would be they lift the gun, they go for the guns, boom, boom, boom.
I mean,
Then the Golden Throne has a few more blood splatters that need to be cleaned up.
no,
I think
it just
they-
adds to the paint color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
So, yeah. So,
yeah.
yeah. Or, yeah.
Lions has been informed that they are pretty much just pirates. There's a massive disease on the planet. But he has found xenotech.
Or he's found Xeno ruins to the
Yeah.
northeast, and you know, who knows? Who knows what could come in there?
Yeah,
he
it could
has a
be.
group up.
It could be lost Dark Age technology, or it could be Necrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be Necrons. All of a sudden, you know, Necrons are popping up.
and then
Damn
all
rogue
of a sudden-
traders.
Or it's the Tyranids.
Oh,
Then all of a sudden, Necrons. God fucking damn it.
Or it could be the Eldar. Or it could be the Yuva. Who knows?
we all know it's not the orcs.
Well,
Or it could be the source
Or
of all the
you actually think
nerdlings.
you would know if there were orcs. Orcs tend to really stick to the worlds they are on for
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
Orc, 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 orc.
We need more DACA. Anyways, but the reason why I assume I told him the reason why I didn't try to push them off is because they had his outgun.
Okay,
Oh.
say that again.
I assume I told Lions the reason why we didn't push the group off when we got
Yeah,
there.
he's not telling you to engage.
Yeah.
He, you know, he probably could tell since the fact that he's been seen from his ship, from its aspects, that they've gone into a cave, and he probably realizes that they've, you know, taken a pretty good position. And, you know, even though he could probably just orbital bombard the crap out of the cave, he, you know, is, you know, attempting to be diplomatic. And who knows? You do know that he does deal with pirates. Sometimes he's actually leaked information to pirates, information about his competitors, so that they will attack their ships. So
And of course, if
just saying,
diplomacy-
this rogue trader is not picky about their business standards. They kind of are just, you know,
The scum.
money. They are money.
Money is
focused.
money is
Yeah.
money.
They are like pure capitalists.
And of course, if negotiations goes wrong, Fernand would just ask him a question.
There's always the axe. And then usurping his command for all this shit.
Okay, so yeah, so Conrad with that information, would you know, you two will probably go back to, you know, probably walk back out to each other and continue, like, relay the information to each other, right? That, hey, our leaders kind of want to talk, you know,
Yeah.
with yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to Devana there. I mean,
Okay, so yeah, you both walk back out after hanging up your, you know, calls.
I don't
Sick.
think Fernand
Yes, Captain.
said anything
Thank-
about talking.
Oh, he or just
what he
are
said was get him a shuttle and get the prow reconfigured to show our true colors.
Yeah, and probably
Okay.
Conrad then yells over, "Hey, Officer Cat thing!"
or yeah, however.
No, it's more
Conrad-
like this. Woman.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
death
it's
sentence.
Devin. As the phone reply.
She turns around. And she kind of has a little hissy off to her body.
She was pissed. She's pissed. What the fuck do you want, bitches?